that kind introduction. I'm not sure what I can say after Gary Lavergne. My goodness. Let's give Gary another round of applause. This is a very important day for the University of Texas and for the School of Law. We're here to unveil a portrait of Heman Sweatt, which will rest alongside the images of so many esteemed graduates of the School of Law. And this portrait, to honor Mr. Sweatt, is also a symbol. And as everybody understands, symbols mean a great deal. They're often the first thing you think about in an important issue. They often frame the way you view life, and they allow us to make clear the values that are most important to us, what we celebrate, what we stand for, and who we are as individuals, as a school of law, and as a university. And when I think of the Texas School of Law, I think about the remarkable students and the faculty that have learned here and taught among these walls and along these corridors. And the fact that this is certainly the best law school in Texas, but far beyond that, the reputation of the School of Law goes across the country. But when I think about what the law school's place is, what it looks like, and what defines it, I think about this lobby. And you come into the lobby, and what is the first thing you see are the portraits, the symbols of the accomplished alumni of this university. And these portraits send a couple of messages. One, this is who we are. These are the very best of the School of Law. And two, for the students and the aspiring students, this can be you, and this can be the mark that you leave on your community, on your society, and on our nation. This is what our students can draw inspiration from. But when Heman Sweatt was a young student growing up in Texas, there were no African American students at the University of Texas, graduates or students. There was nobody for him to look up to that he could aspire to, that looked like him, that had his background. Because he and other qualified students were not allowed to attend this university by law, just because they were African American. And this legacy of segregation is part of the history of the university, and we have Heman Sweatt to thank for making it just that, history. When I was reading about him, I came across a quote from Dr. Camilla Sweatt. His daughter. I'm so glad to meet you today, and thank you for being here. In talking about her father, she said, nothing was more important to him than education. Whatever comes in second was so far distant, it didn't really matter. And hearing Gary talk about your family and your aunts and uncles, I can see where that came from. And that singular focus and desire to learn what has helped him as a man and through 4 years of very difficult litigation that would ultimately result in his admission to this law school. And when I reflect on Heman's legacy, I also think of what he's done for our university. And it's been hard work in the 60-plus years since those days. But we've worked hard to create pathways for others to follow, as he did as one of the first African-American students to be admitted to UT. So I can't help but thank him as president of this university for that first step that allows us to continue to do that work. Heman Sweatt was everything we look for today in our future students, in our future Longhorns. Intelligent, dedicated to causes that he believed in, a person who led through his actions and through his deeds. At the time he applied to the University of Texas Law School, he had a bachelor's degree. He had written newspaper articles, studied at the University of Michigan, participated in voter registration drives, and other activism aimed at challenging the inequities of the Jim Crow era, inequities that had been ingrained in American society since Reconstruction. In short, he was exactly the kind of thoughtful, engaged, dedicated, driven student that we would recruit today and that we do recruit. Someone who we'd be honored to have on this campus. And so it's fitting that we are here this afternoon further solidifying the importance on the 40 acres placing his portrait on the wall to let everyone know as they walk through this esteemed law school, this is who we are, this is who we can be, and this is who we look up to. This is an important member of the UT family, Heman Sweatt. So Camilla and your entire family, I simply want to thank you with the deepest gratitude on behalf of the university for your father's bravery, his vision, his courage. He challenged the greatest injustice in the history of our university and pushed us to become truly